Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 weeks since anything's happened here Wednesday night at 9 p.m. But you know what time it is? We're back. It's Anime Weekly time! Yes, we're back! Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. We are your hosts, Andrew J. Alandi, Shelby McWeep. Shelby, welcome back to the fray. We have missed you. We have missed your presence so much here. I tried running one episode here, and while it was good, it just lacked your panache. So we took a break. We took a small hiatus, but we are back, folks. You are here to learn about the kawaii philosophy and all things anime here at Anime Weekly. Shelby, welcome back.
Thank you. When I was gone, I learned everything about Vocaloid and Bleach, so that's going to fill a lot of gaps.
A lot of gaps indeed. And I understand we do have a special guest for this evening?
We do, the specialist guest.
Okay, who do we have?
Lollipop Heidi. Hi.
Lollipop Heidi, welcome to the fray here. So, folks, you know the drill. As we start, again, remember, make sure you're sharing out the stream on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, MySpace, Zanga, LiveJournal, Tumblr, Vero, if that's still a thing.
CGO. No DeviantArt.
Whoa. We don't talk about CGL. Dear sweet Lord. Maybe. I'll share it on CGL. I don't really care. That's fine. That's where I came from anyway. But anyway, yes. Share it out with all your friends. Tell your next door neighbor. Tell your greatest enemy. Sit down with a tasty beverage. Join us. Let's learn about some anime and learn about the kawaii philosophy. We've got, we've had a pretty epic last couple of weeks. There's been conventions galore. Convention season is still going on.
It doesn't end anymore. There's no convention season. It's just living now.
It really is. So, gonna give a quick shout out to Brianna DeCoster. Says welcome back and says missed you so much, Shelby. Daniel Somaleda saying
we gotta give her a shout out. She's been to all of them.
Oh yes, she has been.
Thank you, Brianna.
Daniel Somaleda saying what is up, party people. Jason Logan saying it's Super Shelby. So. There it is. And then, of course, the vegan Spider-Man is actually in the chat saying, is this where I come now that Andrew and Shelby got me hooked to Fate?
You're finally there, aren't you?
Yes, one of us indeed. So, okay, so, and of course, April Villagrana says, I see my baby Heidi there. So, again.
Hi.
Lollipop Heidi, I understand that hi is not the only thing that you can do. I understand you have your outfit has sound effects with it too. Is that correct?
I jingle tonight.
She jingles.
I love it.
Okay. So when all else fails, we're just gonna call for jingles. So again, a lot of people in the chat. Again, Shelby, your presence was greatly missed here, and the people are very happy to have you back. Joe Palmer's very excited. She's back. Missed you, Shelby. Of course, Supreme Overlord Elvin saying what up. So again, folks, make sure you're chiming into the chat. We want to hear from you guys too. Again, this is all about our dialogue. So we're here to talk about these topics here. So again, make sure you voice your opinions. We want to hear from you guys, and of course, we'll be shouting out things that we're seeing from here. So. First of all, Shelby, I do have to ask. You've been to a lot of conventions in these past, this past month. Can you tell us a little bit about your travels?
In general, Anime California. Anime California, which we were lucky enough to be a part of for the past couple of weeks prior to, and we've been with them every step of the way. We're really happy because it went really well. Anime California was a fun time. Everyone had fun.
Yes.
I got to host the masquerade. And that was really cool, and just in general, the convention was really great for a first-year convention, and I know a lot of people had a lot of really good memories they made there. And Kohei and Tia played.
Kohei and Tia, that's right.
Yeah, twice. So, I'm excited for next year and everything else they're going to do, since this year went so well.
So, big shout-outs to Anime California. They did sponsor the show. So, again, huge thank you to everyone at Anime California, from the staff, the people that actually worked at the hotel too, and of course the fans, that everybody that showed up and just made this, again, like Shelby said, a very memorable experience. We are definitely looking forward to next year and what that brings, and of course building up on what that convention is. So where else did you get to go to?
I also went to Crunchyroll Expo in San Jose.
Wait, so you went from SoCal to NorCal, and was Crunchyroll Expo the weekend after?
No, it was a week in between.
Okay, so there was there was 1 week to rest,
yes.
And then okay, Gotcha. How was Crunchyroll Expo?
It was actually, in between Anime California and Crunchyroll, my life collapsed. And but I forgot about that for a magical 3 days. So thank you, Crunchyroll, and thank you Crunchyroll Expo for all the amazing opportunities you gave me. It was a really, it was fun follow-up because Anime California offers so many different things, and Crunchyroll Expo offers, like, everything else. Like, there was 2 different cons, but they both offered everything I needed that month, if that makes sense, for like self-fulfillment. I'm a changed person now. Thank you guys. But Crunchyroll Expo was really fun because it was like it was an actual expo, if that makes sense. It kind of showcased all the new Aniplex titles. It showcased a lot of different anime, and you got to meet a lot of creators, musicians, voice actors. There was actually a ticket line, and they would actually tickets to autographs were free. You just pick up a ticket. Yeah, it was really cool. I got a lot of autographs.
Okay.
You just went to the ticket booth, and then they give you a ticket, and you wait in line, and sometimes there was a huge line, sometimes it was, depending on, like, what time you went. But, you just could keep going for tickets. Just I think you get an amount every hour or so, and like that.
So you can just, like, totally destroy the line, but there was a limit, but you used to just keep going back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't leave those people alone.
Oh, they got to know you very well.
They got to know me really well. Shout out.
Lollipop Heidi. Did you get to go to any big conventions over these past couple of weeks too? Were you at any of them?
Yeah. Sadly, I wasn't at Anime California.
That's totally okay.
But I went to Stockton Con instead. I was one of their cosplay guests.
Okay.
And it's this tiny little convention in Stockton, and it's really cute. Everyone there is so nice. Thanks for everyone who I met there. It was so much fun. Shout out to them. And then I also was at Crunchyroll. The camera's that way.
Okay, yeah. No worries. You can talk to us. You can talk to the camera. That's totally okay.
I also went to Crunchyroll, and I'm from NorCal.
Okay.
I grew up there, and so I got to see everyone I knew, and it was so much fun because of that.
Okay.
It's an orange fanime, basically.
Orange fanime?
Yeah.
With an Anime Expo twist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So
it's like, did supermarkets here ever have, like, the weird sample tables on Sundays? Is that something experience anyone has? You know how, like, at the K-Town Night Market, there's like, you can get free stuff and free samples of stuff?
Yes.
That's what Crunchyroll Expo is of Anime Expo, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You get to, like, sample all the cool anime that's coming up, that's coming out, and you get to see creators and everything. So it's cool.
Okay, good stuff. I'm going to jump into the chat really quick. Dustin De Leon, what's up? Going on? He's watching. Lindsay Allen is in here and says, Heidi! With a huge smiley face. I do see Lamar Harris, one of the aforementioned kings of karaoke and part of the 2-man power trip. Also giving a shout out to Antonio DeCosta, Vintique Smith, Greg Hammer. I see all of you in here. Vintique actually is saying, oh my god, Gandalf's figure, and also saying hi. Good stuff. Koji Mitoma also giving shout outs to Heidi as well. And Jeremy Deschamps saying weebs.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
that's not wrong.
Really not wrong, because you know why? We're here at Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for all things anime. We're here, you learn about the kawaii philosophy. So, again, just like you said, convention season's still huge and underway. There's a lot of events coming up, like one this weekend. Am I right? NERDBOT Con, the next big event going on. That is Saturday, September 22nd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center. Tickets still on sale. There will be over 130 vendors, cosplay contests, nerd karaoke, live music, photo meetups, convention panels, giveaways, and so much more. And again, all cosplay is welcome. Just be really respectful about your cosplay. Don't do anything stupid, of course. But everything from anime, Marvel, DC, Disney, Star Wars, all cosplay is welcome. Visit nerdbotcon.com for tickets or info. Again, nerdbotcon.com. It's going to be a blast out there. So.
And we're guests? Probably. At this point, it's just like common law, if that makes sense.
It's common law that we're guests.
We've been here long enough. We're just guests to everything. So
as long as I get to walk in and get my wristband, and of course I might be doing a couple things, which we'll talk about later. So
yeah, if the staff can fight me off, I'll just go in like I'm a guest.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop us really quick here. I'm gonna read this name, and I apologize. I'm terrible with names. Louis Lieslo says, Genos, I want to see Genos. So, can we get a close up on this figure?
This is a real special guest.
Okay, so Lollipop Heidi, you brought this figure. What do we
No,
have?
no,
Oh,
sorry.
actually, you did?
Toyzilla brought this
Toyzilla
figure.
did? Oh my God, I am so sorry.
These ones are mine over here.
Okay, well, actually, let's get a close up of all of our figures right here really quick.
Toyzilla has 2 of these figures right now. The
Oh my
wonderful
God.
Toyzilla. They have plenty of cool figures, but I picked this one as their cream of the crop to show you guys because Heidi has a PhD in figure collecting.
Oh my gosh.
I love my figures.
Oh, so I think probably on
And these
the
aren't even my fancy ones.
so those are like the basic level ones, right?
Yeah, these are some of my basic ones. Ones that you can find at almost every convention, to be honest.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So stuff like that, and then of course Toyzilla. Again, shout out to Toyzilla coming out with Genos here. Is it Genos? Is it Sachi Harji? Is this gonna be like GIF or GIF again? We're not going there. Anyway, Genos here. We're gonna go with that one. Again, lots of figures. That's one of the big communities, I guess, with anime is figure collection. I know a lot of people that have cases upon cases. As you can see, the photo right here, Lollipop Heidi has provided us with
That's one of
photos.
them. I had to take 14 photos in order to actually see everything.
Are you kidding me?
No, I really like figures. I have a problem, and everyone who knows me knows I have a problem. Because the first thing I do at cons is I go to the exhibit hall, and I look for the biggest, most expensive Sonico. And if I don't have it, I typically spend all my food money on it.
Oh no! Right.
Her boyfriend's nodding off screen,
Right.
like not blinking. Like
He's just like, yeah, that's totally true.
Bad.
April Villagrana saying that's just one of Heidi's cases.
Oh yeah, that's just
yeah,
one.
she has.
That's
more
my
than one.
Sonico case.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just all Sonico pretty much. And then my Kabuki, which they don't go by anymore, they go by Koto, figures are at the bottom of that, but it's hard to see.
Oh, okay.
And those are figures like Power Girl right here.
Oh, we have Power Girl. Okay, so
Let's put her tall for a second.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
she's looking
I love her.
quite majestic
And
up
you
there.
can see a little bit of booty on the back.
A little bit of booty.
A
Yeah.
little flash of booty.
Okay. So for the fans, is that
For the
correct?
fans.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Vince Heek in the chat saying same. LOL. Food money goes to figure buying. April Villagrana saying she started me on that figure collection. Is that correct?
I did.
Okay.
I showed her the One Piece figures.
Oh, no.
Grana Pesto does a whole collection with One Piece, and they have. Right now, they're releasing 5 different sets
Okay.
of different One Piece girls.
Uh-oh.
This is one of them right here. This is part of the Glitter and Glamours tour.
Ooh.
It's still in the box.
Oh yeah. Has
It's
that
hard to
ever been
see.
opened?
This one hasn't been opened because I bought it like last week.
Oh, okay.
With me, like I
There
bought
she
this.
is.
She bought this when I was with her, and she's like, "I shouldn't do this. I 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 shouldn't do this. No receipt, please. I shouldn't do this. I
There's
shouldn't
no,
do
yeah.
this. I shouldn't
You
do
need
this."
like no record of the purchase actually being made, right?
She went on the plane.
I went on the plane and she was in my lap. I
Yeah.
told myself I wasn't going to buy any figures. That was a lie.
Yeah, totally a lie. Gonna give a shout out to Albert Ayala, by the way. He says he scored a new job, so he's back on his anime BS. Congrats,
Congratulations.
Albert.
Congratulations.
I see a Jeneline Fontabla in the chat. Welcome, Jeneline. Welcome to Anime Weekly. Again, your one-stop shop for all things anime and anime-related news. Again, we're your hosts, Andrew J. Alandi and Shelby McWee, being joined by our wonderful guest, Lollipop Heidi.
Hi.
The Queen of Figurine. We're gonna-
It's bad. It's not a great title.
Is it bad or is it awesome? I'm just saying, like.
It's. I have like 3 figures pre-ordered that I'm waiting for.
Oh, okay.
One just pick one.
One just okay. So it sounds. So is it a problem though? No, it's not a
Oh,
problem.
it's great.
No, you have
There's a
I
solution
love
to
it.
it.
I
at
love it
least.
so much. I'm not gonna lie.
exactly. So
So this is one Sonico.
okay,
So can you tell me the origin of Sonico? Because I actually
Yes, I can.
go. Oh,
I
so
know
we're
all
gonna
about this.
we're gonna
Okay.
dive right into it. Go for it.
Except you might need to fact check me on the very beginning.
Okay, I will tell you if the chat is saying anything different. But Heidi, please.
pull up Google,
Okay.
guys.
So
All right.
Sonico started as a mascot character for either a producing company or a car company. I don't remember which one. That's the one that I'm like iffy about. And this company just started like showing her, and people were like, "Ooh, she thick."
Yeah.
And so throughout
She is.
this, she started getting really popular.
Uh huh.
And they decided to make her a pop idol type thing. So she has her own music, and little record album thing, something, I don't know. And then they made a little like idol type video game for her. And then after that, she exploded. Figures, collectibles, all that. And then they decided to do an anime.
So they actually did an anime. So she didn't start out as an anime character.
No, she didn't start off as an actual like manga anime character like all of the other lovable girls.
Oh, okay.
Unlike Miku. Miku's the other one that didn't start with an anime.
Yeah. I know that now.
But through this anime, it's not great.
It's not.
Say that.
Okay, so the visual imagery is better than the anime, so we should just stick with like the visuals and the figures.
Oh yeah, in the anime you learn about this girl who is studying marine biology, who works as a model part-time, so she can fund her career as a rock idol.
Same.
Yeah.
Good.
Same.
And everyone wants to see her tits.
That's the problem of every aspiring marine biologist, to be honest.
Yeah.
The common struggle. I know that like she did kind of get bigger in the U.S. because Jessica Nigri was her voice actress, and
That is
kind
correct.
of helped her and the cosplay too. I think that like Sonico got really big in the U.S. because of how cute she is to cosplay, and that was a major factor. And then like Jessica Nigri made it much bigger.
Oh, very good.
I started loving her because of the figures.
Okay.
And I saw just her around cons, and I was just like, this girl is cute. I must learn everything about her.
Everything.
And then become my waifu, and then cosplay 5 different versions of her.
Okay.
One of those.
Albert Ayala in the chat saying, Supersonico anime, it was bad. Quote unquote plot. They watch for quote unquote the plots.
Can I say one thing about
Yes.
the anime, though?
Yes.
Episode about Rice. She has 7 cats, by the way.
Wait, 7?
She has 7 cats, and they're all named after food.
Oh.
And she finds this little cat, and she names it Rice. And then the entire episode is about this cat.
Uh-huh.
And it is the best episode in the entire series.
Oh, okay.
And then it's over.
Gotcha.
I will say that.
That's it.
I'm going to jump back into the chat really quick. Give a shout out to Aaron Shushan and Brandon Hillock. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining us. John Vogler says hi, as well as Robert Leak. Jose Shady Solis, we've been seeing your progress, by the way, buddy. Got to give you a quick shout out as well. Lindsay Allen also chiming in saying, LOL, I think I'm the only one who thinks the Supersonico anime is cute.
I never said it wasn't cute.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I've watched it 5 times.
Okay.
It's just no My Hero Academia.
It is not My Hero Academia. Speaking of which, My Hero Academia coming out with the movie. I believe they've had the dub was premiered a couple days ago. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
The official open to the public worldwide dub. Not worldwide dub, but the open to the public will be September 25th. But we have the option of seeing the dub and the sub.
Oh, okay. So we have choices in our
And
world.
plus, we got a choice.
Very, very good. By the way, April is saying, Heidi, you would make the perfect manager. Well, Heidi D would make the perfect manager for Supersonico.
Oh yeah, he totally would.
Okay.
So Sonico's manager is this really tall, intimidating guy who has this Oni mask on, and his hair is fire.
Like fire, like literal fire, like his hair's fire,
Literal fire.
So he's
fire
constantly lit. Okay, I get it.
He's lit, and
Yeah.
he's the one that when the photographers are like, "Ooh, boobs," he's like, "She's underage," but she's not. She's in college, but he's still just like that to them because
So
gotta
basically,
protect the innocence.
he's like a cosplay handler, basically, like
Yeah.
one that's doing their job properly.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. Talking about the My Hero movie, the Anime Expo line for the movie was so bad and long, it sold out very quickly. So,
Yeah, people were up there at 4 a.m. getting that wristband.
I mean, can you blame them though?
No, I can't blame
Yeah.
them.
I
I
would've
respect people who go to. I respect people who go hardcore to actually watch anime at Anime Expo because that's who it's for. That's what Anime Expo is for, to actually exhibit anime to the people. So you guys who forsook planned your Anime Expo or on watching anime, God bless you guys.
Right?
A+, gold star.
Nothing wrong with that. Evan Saul says, gonna have to jump into a D&D session right now. Just wanted to say hi to everybody here. So Evan, a good friend of mine. So thank you, Evan, for joining in, tuning in, folks. By the way, testament to how early people were there. Sean Bogler in the chat says he was there with his girlfriend at 4:30 in the morning.
Dedication.
Wow.
Dedication.
Yeah. So, I cannot wait to see this. I have to find time to go see it, but hopefully, because it's during the week, right? 25th through 28th. Is that correct?
Let me check.
Yes. I don't have
I have a
it.
calendar.
Today is the 19th.
Today's the 19th. I'm seeing 27th. Was that right, producer Rob? By the way, again, big shout outs to producer Rob.
I don't know math. I only know anime talk shows. This is my
The 25th is a Tuesday.
So for people, the 25th was the most important day of their life, but for Bison, it was Tuesday. Indeed. Okay. And I don't think anybody's gonna get that reference, but that's okay. I see we have testimony. AX 2017 says Albert Ayala. I pulled an all-nighter beginning day 0 and into day 1. Waited in line to get AX exclusives. God, the comment won't load because it's a phone. My phone's weak. So okay, I'm seeing now the 25th through October 3rd. That's actually much better. That's a little more.
Long time.
That's worthwhile because
I'm gonna go.
now if you go, will you show up in cosplay? Ooh.
I hadn't
many
thought
cosplays
about
too,
that.
yeah.
Right?
I just did a bunch of new My Hero cosplays, so I'm excited about that.
Okay. You
I'll
should.
probably be wearing one of them this weekend.
Uh-oh. So where should we be this weekend to see this cosplay?
NERDBOT.
NERDBOT indeed again, happening Saturday, September 22nd at the Pasadena Convention Center again. For tickets or info, visit nerdbotcon.com. By the way, I do have to give one quick plug for NerdBotCon. It is the official debut of the band Ragnarok. That is right, folks. Your friend here, Andrew J. Landy, I am the lead singer of the band Ragnarok. Our debut performance is actually this Saturday at NerdBotCon at noon. So we'll be on the main stage singing some great songs and hopefully just rocking out with the crowd. So again, we want to see you guys there, not just for our band Ragnarok, but also for all the great stuff that's going down. The vendors, the cosplay contest, the nerd karaoke. So I won't be the only person singing. You all have a chance to sing as well. Again, for tickets or info, visit nerdbotcon.com. Again, Saturday, September 22nd at the Pasadena Convention Center. It's going to be awesome. So we'd love to see you there. And of course, if you can't show up to that, or even if you do, we do have the after party. Nerd Nights is happening right afterwards. That's at the Dave & Buster's in Arcadia, California. If that starts at 7 p.m., so it's free for the NerdBotCon attendees. So if you go to NerdBotCon, you get free entry into Nerd Nights. That's going to be an awesome after party. It is Star Wars night, so dress up in your favorite Star Wars attire, whether it's a fan shirt or if you want to show up in full like Jedi or Sith gear or even some Mandalorian gear. Shout out to
Dress up like a Wookiee. No one can. It's September. It's not that hot anymore.
Right? It's going to be fall. So, I mean, bust out your pumpkin spice and everything like that. So,
Your Wookiee costume.
yeah. A Wookiee with pumpkins.
Time to break out the pumpkin spice. The Wookiees are out.
Right?
Smash the pumpkin.
Right? But anyway, folks, again, the Nerd Karaoke is going to continue there. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So whether you can join us for NerdBotCon or not, we'd love to see you there. And if you get to go to NerdBotCon again, your admission to Nerd Nights right afterwards is free. That's at the Arcadia Dave & Buster's, Arcadia, California. So again, visit nerdbotcon.com for tickets or more info. That's going to be wild. And of course, Lollipop Heidi will be there in her new cosplay. Is that?
Well, it's not new.
Well, it's not. Well,
In her cosplay.
It's new.
I'm going to be in a My Hero cosplay, one of my newer ones, a.k.a. Not Midnight.
AKA not midnight, but new enough. So.
New as in debuted at Crunchyroll Expo.
Ah, okay. So it's new to SoCal.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna run with that.
It's SoCal new.
By the way, Shelby, Janelle Sanchez says, about to head to bed, but I just have to say, Shelby can cosplay Captain Marvel and be 100% on point.
Thank you. I actually have before.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to again later because ever since that trailer came out, everyone's like, "It's you."
Right? Like,
Captain
what are you doing?
Carol Danvers, it's you. You're here in the flesh.
Yes.
I actually cosplay a lot of Brie Larson's characters. I respect her as an actress and as a person, and I genuinely think a lot of her characters are really fun to cosplay. But I do share a resemblance to her, which makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
But everyone should cosplay every Brie Larson character, no matter what you look like, because she's the best.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be Princess Valhalla Hawkwind. You can be Envy Adams.
I want to cosplay Envy. I've always wanted to.
By the way, if you guys are curious, that is Shelby, indeed, as Carol
And
Danvers.
she's adorable.
It's amazing with the Black Panthers. So, April Villagrana says she's missing NERDBOT Con doing the work, but is going to Nerd Nights afterwards. So again, folks, join us there. Greg Hammer, yes, I sing for the band and I do play a little bit of keys. Debut performance again this Saturday. Unfortunately, Daniel Somaleda will not be able to make it. He's going out of state. Brianna DeCoster says, "I'm the hottest lead singer ever." You're yeah, biased.
Aw, that's cute.
I am going to give a shout out though to Luke Palmer, Brad Stiller, and Stephen Woody Wood for joining in, and
Welcome.
as well as Josh Cruz, Bessels Tran, Ash McNair, brother. What's going on? Good to see you guys in here again. Welcome to Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for all things anime. Here you learn about the kawaii philosophy. Our guest for this evening, Lollipop Heidi, and your hosts Shelby McWeave and Andrew J. Alandi. Okay, so we have figures here, just massive figures. Lollipop Heidi is the queen of figurine. I literally just came up with that right now, although they've been saying that. Yeah.
Good one.
I can't tell if Shelby was faking that or if that was.
I don't fake anything.
Okay. Phrasing. Oh God.
Oh, there she
Okay.
goes. Now she's on
Speaking
her
of whatever I just
Yeah.
did now, my favorite part of figures is like, first of all, I like the cute ones, but like, who else always like once they buy it, they're like, just to see how far they go, because like,
Okay, right. I have
Uh-huh.
Sonicos that you could actually take her top off.
That's a
and she
thing.
has like
She has real boobs.
real boobs. I feel like your hat fell off.
My
Real
hat doesn't
boobs.
like me.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't do that because I don't disrespect my waifus.
Right.
You have to ask first.
Yeah.
But it exists.
Remember, cosplay is not consent.
Yeah.
Right. Good stuff. Heidi, I do have to ask. First of all, when did you start collecting figurines? What was the first one that you collected?
I started collecting when I was in high school.
Okay.
That was in, let's see, when did I get my first one? I got my first figure before I knew about anime conventions.
Really? Okay. No. That's legit. That's legit.
It's I was looking at anime stuff online,
Uh-huh.
and I saw this like figures, and I was like, oh my god, these are so cute! I want one.
Uh-huh.
So I put a bunch of them on my Christmas list, and was like, hey family, let me just slide over these figures,
Uh-huh.
and they look at me and they're like, okay. And then I think if I remember correctly, my aunt got me my first figure.
Okay.
It was a Miku Apprend Figma.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and I still have her. She floats. I almost brought her tonight because she was my first figure.
Okay.
But that was my first figure, and then my first expensive figure,
Uh-huh.
which was $150, which I got for Christmas. Thank you, Mom.
Hey. Right.
Was Strength from Black Rock Shooter.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Very.
it was one of those like 1/8 scales, so it's a little bigger than Genos.
So what was the name of the figure again?
Strength from Black Rock Shooter.
Producer Rob, can you pull up Strength from Black Rock Shooter? Just want to give the people.
While he pulls that up, I have a
Yeah.
really funny story about buying my first figure.
Uh-huh.
Technically, my first was from Kamikaze Kato-jan. This is like a mix of Japanese and French, so I'm like terrified of phonetics right now.
Uh-huh.
But it's Kamikaze Kato-jan. I can't. The French throws me off at the end. I lose confidence. Anyway, but it's from the Phantom Thief. Like Joan of Arc, and it was $7 at the Jungle, and it was falling apart, and the ponytail fell off when I went home for Christmas because I brought it because I was ashamed of myself for having an anime figure in my apartment, and then I brought it back, and the ponytail just stayed in the same spot for 6 months. Good. Oh, that is $150 worth of figure. That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah, her arms are like this big each.
Oh wow.
The entire figure is like this big.
Okay.
And she sits on this like rocks and floats.
Okay. Gotcha.
The story of my first figure is actually really fun. Like buying it is really funny because it was like my first new figure.
Uh-huh.
I had just broken up with my boyfriend, and no, it's a good story. Good story. No, not like eBay. But like, so he was supposed to get his stuff, but he was like, oh, I'll come over at 6, and then like he just didn't show up. He's like, oh, is it?
That's the figure.
Can I just
there
not
it is.
show?
There
Whatever.
it is. That's mine.
We have the figure. If you guys are wondering what it is, that is in Lollipop Heidi's possession.
That's a cool figure.
That is actually really cool. Not gonna lie.
But I was like, I I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go shopping for things. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm my own independent woman and I'm single now. So this was like 2015. So I go down and it's Black Friday.
Hey.
Which is like an important part of the story. And I find a Saber figure, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Saber's your wife. Now she's my waifu. I take the figure. Screw you. And I'm like in the middle of a record store, and I don't know why I'm like so angry about this. But then I buy it, and then I'm like, I should go buy there was like a sexy lingerie store next door, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go buy some because I'm single. I hate you. And then I walked next door, and the woman was like, hi, can I help you? And then I was like, I lost my steam. I'm not sure what I'm doing here anymore. And then she's like, okay, cool. I like your Sailor Moon shirt. And I was like, oh, thank you. I love Sailor Moon. And she's like, oh yeah, I know one of the voice actors for the English dub. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then she's like, yeah, I know a lot of voice actors. My boyfriend is actually like a blah, 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 but a voice actor from Fate Stay Night. Do you know Fate Stay Night? In one swift motion, I just dropped the bag, and held the box. And I'm like, do I know Fate Stay Night?
Yes! Oh,
so then
nice.
she's like, let's all hang out and blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, cool, I'd love to make new friends. And she was really cool. She's a really cool person, and I've seen her since. And then she's like, yeah, but my boyfriend is blah, 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 from Fate Stay Night. I'm like, this figure is relevant to that specific character. Thank you. Now we're friends. I can't buy anything. I'm sorry. I'll come back later.
The epic story
I
of
think I
Shelby.
bought socks.
Oh.
Socks are nice.
Yeah. Socks
are sassy.
Hashtag Savage Shelby is now a thing. Hyun Lee is saying hello from everyone at Epic. Danny Liang is saying in all caps, is that Lollipop Heidi? OMG, I'm your biggest fan.
Is that Danny? Is that Sugoi voice?
Sugoi voice?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. Stephen Woody Wood, by the way, saying, my first figure was Sophia from Star Ocean 3. So, and got a big shout out for the anime. I'm going to try this because it's now spelled out. April has spelled it out. Kamikaze Kaito Jan?
Yes.
Okay. So that was the anime.
So I said it right. I just cried in the middle, and that's not the right pronunciation. I was like, Kamikaze Kaito Jan, and I'm like,
Okay. So, for everybody who buys
That
figures
was
here,
a face, sorry.
especially for the Queen of Figurine here, Vintique has a question. What brand do you like to buy from the most? For Vintique enjoys Bam Presto figures. So, Heidi, let me ask you first. Where do you normally buy your figurines from?
Well, I buy them all over the place.
Right.
My favorite companies, though, are Good Smile.
Good Smile, okay.
I also really like, there's a site called Ami Ami.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, they sell figures for pre-order and stuff there.
Mhm.
That I just started using it, and it's great.
So Ami Ami got your vote of confidence, is that correct?
It got my little check mark. I do also love Brana Pesto.
Yeah.
Their figures are good price
Mm-hmm.
and good quality, like my Nami.
Oh.
This is a Brana Pesto figure right here.
Gee, that looks awfully familiar, Lollipop Heidi. I wonder why.
If only my hat would stay on.
Isn't that the
I
truth?
have the bikini on underneath, but I'm like, let's keep this PG.
Yeah.
Wait,
No worries.
ready?
Oh.
Scandalous.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa.
You should have made a tiny shirt for her.
Yeah, right? Think of the children, man. Okay.
Well, I mean, my girl's got a flaunt.
A tiny
Right.
that shirt. The brand is
Oh, this is Omo Cat.
Omocat. Yeah.
Let's
Make-
do a shout out to Omo Cat.
If Omocat could make tiny figures, like figure shirts, I'd appreciate that so you could match more.
Gratuitous
This is one of
shot
my
there.
really, really
Yeah.
old ones. She still sells this design, but
It's
this
actually a
is
really cool design.
when it first came out. So
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
nicely printed.
Cool. April Villagrana in the chat saying my first figure is Nami that April got for their birthday, and the next two figures were Kuhulain Alter
Ooh.
and Skadax. I'm terrible with that name, by the way, and I'm a fate head, so I should.
Skaha?
Skaha, yeah, exactly. So, and Alex Pappas, dude, Alex, good to see you. One of my good old buddies here. First figure was Thanos with Mistress Death at Comic-Con 2006.
Ooh.
Wow, classic there. A lot of good stuff there. I won't lie, I've never bought a figure in my life, but I actually do own a couple. I do own a couple. They're all in their boxes still because I'm kind of snobbish about it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the kind that's like I don't want to open this because I have to protect the, I'm like I was like the dude from the 40-year-old version. Like, you have to protect like the structural integrity of like it loses its value.
It's
But-
okay. I have one still in their box.
That's fair,
Oh, I'm like a 6-year-old. The second I get it, I'm like, fuck this box. I'm not gonna resell you.
right?
So I'm like,
Well, there's one I'm keeping as cherry as possible, and it is indeed Archer from Fate Stay Night.
ooh.
Yeah, it was one of the it was like the one with the multi heads and the multi like the weapons. I can't explain it right now, but it came in all I know is it came in the red box with the sleeve, and I was like, I'm not opening this ever because it has to stay perfect for me. I just don't want to touch this at all. But there's also stuff like I have one of the Cammy figurines from Street Fighter that I wanted at a tournament.
Is
Yeah.
it the Kabuki one?
I have to look it up which one it is.
I almost brought that one. That's why.
The Kabuki Cammy? I don't think it's that one. I'm actually gonna
That's
leave
the
the
one
chat.
She's facing backwards. Her butt's forward. Her arms like this.
Yeah.
What's the Ludus figure that you own? Is it the Sonica Boob one or?
Yeah, I think generally a lot of my Sonicos are my more lewd ones.
Yeah.
My wedding Sonica's pretty lewd because she has actual balloons on her chest.
Ooh,
But the
jeez.
ones that like you could take
Wait,
the
Rob,
top
pull up
off.
Sonico figures.
Yeah.
Pick out your favorite Sonico figure and
And
put it
I'll
on the
tell you if I
screen.
have it.
This is a good game.
She probably will. Okay. By the way, Luke Palmer, one of our previous guests here, says he only has one figure, and that's from Big O. Can we guess which one?
Big O.
Yes. I would figure it'd probably be Big O, but I don't know. Right? Safe bet.
I'll
Safe bet.
second Big O. Third.
Is it a giant O, as is? The letter O? Okay, there we go. So, figurine.
Ooh.
I have that in the alternate colors. So it's a blue couch, and she is eating a pink donut.
Oh, okay. So palette swap, as they would say.
Palette swap, yep.
Yeah. Tina Yokoyama, what is going on? Good to see you here. Vintique Smith, by the way, saying, I have a Chopper figure that I have never opened. Have had it for 4 years now. So,
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah. By the way, my Cammy figure, I got that in 2010. Still haven't opened it. So, that was my deal. I was like, this is the first prize I've ever won from a tournament at an anime convention for playing Street Fighter 3, a game that Cammy's not in, but doesn't matter. Neither here nor
Minor
there.
details.
Yeah, just fine. I won. That's all that matters.
I'm trying to think of what my Ludus one is. I have one from He Is My Master,
Uh.
but that's not really lewd. It's just matey. But I do have my most expensive figure was actually a gift. I think it's the Sakura saber from Fate Grand Order. And it was just like a very nice, like, hey, we're friends, right? Like not we're friends, right? Like they know we're friends, but like, hey, we're friends. Here's a figure. Happy birthday. Bye.
Oh,
That's nice. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so God, please don't say Fate Grand Order right now. I'm so mad at this game.
Oh, Nero event.
So if you guys have ever watched the show, if you've been fans of the show, or if you're new, you'll know that Shelby and I are huge geeks when it comes to Fate. Fate Grand Order being the mobile game that came out. They hold special events every so often where the players that play can get access to different items in the game, different summons. But you do have to go through battles to acquire items. It's your basic mobile game. Yes, hashtag angry and no, it should be hashtag Andrew's rage, and rage is in all caps because fuck this event. I will say that out loud right now. Like, what the fuck, man? Why is this shit so goddamn hard? I just want my fucking servants. What the fuck? I am pissed.
Umu is worth it.
I have Umu. Umu being Nero's saber, the saber in the red dress that some of you might have seen. Which, by the way, Heidi, what you think about cosplaying Umu saber? Or have you?
I'm gonna make everyone mad. I'm not a big Nero fan. I like all the other sabers. I'll just sit here and talk about my Fate Go experience then as everyone leaves. Let me go back to the middle. Here we go. I'm Shelby now, guys. Okay. Can I tell you guys my Fate Go experience? Here we go. Don't hit me. Okay, so I downloaded Fate Go, and I was doing great. And I had my one saber, my main saber, the main blue saber.
That's Arturia.
I got her.
Yeah.
And then I leveled her up super hard because of all the events.
Uh-huh.
And then my game died. My game died. I lost all of my game data, guys.
Okay,
So I had to restart.
all right, we're gonna okay. This is the thing now.
PSA. Wait, is it working? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Happening?
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
in
you.
Shelby's seat now. My butt was really sweaty. I'm
That's
sorry.
it's all right. But it's not all right for you to say that because there's actually a system where if you lose your game of Fate Grand Order, you could email support and get it back.
Uh-huh.
I've done
I
it
messed
before.
that up.
Thank you, Aniplex. You saved my life.
Right?
And all my quartz.
Right.
And my 5 stars. I love them. They never leave me. Anyway, so if you do lose your game, you can get it back. But Heidi
I
started
messed
anew.
up. I started a new game.
She embraces her worldly possessions. Just
So
she
I
can
started
live that
a new
life.
game, and then I used all of the starter pack gems on the swimsuit event because I needed Tamamo in a bikini.
So if you
I
guys
didn't
are
get anything.
So if you guys are wondering, yes, there was a summer event, and a lot of these servants were the servants in alternate classes and also in bikinis. It was,
I needed my Fox Shrine Maiden in a bikini. Also because I'm working out in her as a cosplay.
hey, good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
upset. I got only Martha.
Mm.
And my friend, it was the thing. My friend had just cosplayed her, and that was like, so I got her somehow. Yeah, but I like Marie. I just like she's not. She's just doing her best. She's the best.
Of the same, yeah.
Yeah. Or who else were they looking for? Or just Alteria.
Okay.
Alteria.
So, by the way, the roles of Lollipop Heidi and Shelby McWeave have now been switched for our
I'm
people.
Shelby.
Right?
Hi y'all.
There you go. Okay,
I
so
can go over there if you need me to.
no, you guys are fine,
Connected.
right? Okay, so now you're gonna travel back. Is that right? We're gonna
No.
okay.
No, these are our new roles. This is our life now.
This is the thing now. Okay, so by the way, Vintique Smith is asking, does a topless Trafalgar Law? Okay, so yeah, we were talking about lewd figures, right? Does topless Trafalgar Law figure count as a lewd fig? I can see his nipples. Does that
Well,
count?
Depends
lewd.
on which one you're talking about because there's one where they gender bend him,
Oh.
and that one's the lewd one.
Ooh.
But no, I don't think shirtless men are considered lewd.
No.
Wait, how do you spell it? The character's name?
Try fig.
Trafalgar Law. Trafalgar Law. So
I can't spell, so
that
I'll
is
try.
that is Tango Romeo Alpha Foxtrot Alpha Lima
If you do
Gamma
One Piece
Alpha
Law,
Romeo.
he'll
Yeah.
pop up.
One Piece Law, is that it? Lucas Gaines also chiming in saying, in my travels to Japan, just to fit more figures in my luggage, I had to ditch the boxes.
Yeah. That's what I would do if I ever went to Japan.
Oh yeah.
It would depend on the figure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Something like this size, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
But then I would take the ones out of this size
Uh-huh.
and put them inside this box so they
Uh-huh.
don't get ruined.
Okay.
Oh, good idea.
Would you end up wrapping them with like your clothing just to make sure they're a little cushion too?
I steal tissue paper and I wrap it around.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
I've moved a lot with my figure.
So that's a big question. Like, let's say you have to move if you're moving. And by the way, folks,
Yeah, I
there
think
is
that's lewd. I believe in gender equality.
yeah. That's just workout goals for me.
Would you wear that to
People
work?
like that in Anime.
I probably not because I couldn't.
'Cause
so,
it's
yeah.
lewd,
I see what you're getting there.
It's lewd.
Okay.
Take that, society.
Right. By the way, Tin Wen saying, "Ooh, Japan for the lewd figures. It's on my to-do next year when I go in May." Okay, that works. So, by the way, the hashtag Andrew Rage was a thing. So if you clip that, yes, you got to see a little bit of Andrew Rage there. So that's it happens. So
Make that trending.
right, make it trend. No, that's a terrible idea. So
Trend anything.
I'm gonna butcher your name, but I'm giving you a shout out because one, I haven't seen your comments in here, but Swang Dorje. I'm terrible with names. Can anybody read this name for me? I'm terrible.
Wait, which one?
This one right here. You probably, I don't know,
Oh God.
right?
Twes Wong? Wang?
Okay, either way, the comment,
What's he want to know?
What do you want to know?
alas, I'm just saying he's chiming in, saying, alas, money is.
Sorry, we can't pronounce your name.
This is the thing is how many times does Andrew butcher her name every episode? Alas, money is
No,
tied
good.
to other things and lack of shelf space. So,
Yeah.
Heidi, you have, like I said, 14 pictures of all of the figurines that you had. How much more shelf space do you think you have?
I actually have a lot of shelf space right now because
Okay.
I just invested in an IKEA glass case, another one. So I have 2 of them now.
Okay.
And, so I have just normal bookshelf shelving right now, which only at this moment have like 4 figures on them each.
Okay.
Which means I could fit like 5 more on each shelf.
Oh, okay.
But I like to categorize everything, so it's like it's difficult.
We can both.
Oh wait, yeah. Those are the ones that I have space in.
Okay.
And then those are the ones on top of it that are unboxed.
Oh, right.
Those are my special figures.
As in keep them mint because otherwise you can't damage the structural integrity of them. Otherwise they'll lose value.
And there's my wedding dress Sonico.
Oh,
She
what?
takes up that entire section.
Jeez. Oh God. Tin went by saying them Deltoffs are spacious. Oh, as in Deltoff, is that the case for? Deltoff sounds like something from IKEA.
Probably it's the glass case. I can fit like 20 figures, 10 to 20 figures on each shelf, depending on the size of them. Like my bigger ones, like I have one section of the glass case that has my Shirahoshi figure, which is this big, and then my Mia figure with it, just like this big.
Okay.
And then this Nami hangs over there too because she's too tall for the other shelf.
Oh.
Same.
Okay.
I've had to move 5 times in the past 5 years, so I'm tired of setting up my figures. Does the comment section have any advice for if you move a lot?
There's
how
all
do you
of
keep
them.
your figures? Well, you moved, right? What's the
I've
best way to
moved, like,
store?
4 or 5 times.
What's the best way to store your figures if you're moving?
So I'm a sucker and I keep all the boxes.
Oh.
So in my closet, I have boxes inside of moving boxes, and I play Tetris to fit them best. So I
Okay.
have about 6 moving boxes filled with boxes.
Boxes, unlimited box works.
Always boxes. And then sometimes the smaller boxes could fit in the bigger boxes. And it's all Tetris.
Okay.
But that's how I move them. And then I put those in my car and I drive them. I don't have movers help me with that. 'Cause those are
Right.
my babies.
That's precious material. You don't want people moving that stuff. So.
But I have a lot of them. There's a lot.
Yeah. So, obviously, pro tips for moving and storing your figures. Yes, Brianna DeCoster. Unlimited box works. Ventique chiming in saying my first area for my figures used to be a TV tray, then a shelf with 4 small slots. That broke, so no. And then, of course, the comment cut off for me because my phone won't let me see more of the comment. It happens. But I'm going to take that time again. Let's take a quick moment here to, again, promote NERDBOT Con, again, happening Saturday, September 22nd at the Pasadena Convention Center, as well as the after-party Nerd Nights happening at the Arcadia Dave & Buster's at 7 p.m. immediately after. There's also one more event, too. Understand, folks, that, well, Halloween is coming up soon as well, and I believe there will be a Nerd Nights happening on Wednesday, October 31st as well for Halloween. So yeah, that is confirmed. So again,
Is that on a Wednesday?
it is a Wednesday. It'll be a spoopy Nerd Nights.
Spoopy Wednesdays.
Spoopy Wednesdays indeed, because again, it's Halloween. So folks, if you there you go. Yeah, so Nerd Nights October 31st, 2018, Halloween night. Nerd karaoke and some definite fun. Again, join us. Nerd Nights is always a pleasure. We have a lot of great people there. It's a great environment. Again, nerd karaoke, drink
If you
specials.
hate
Yeah.
people, you can go and take the play card and go play DDR uninterrupted with your play card.
That is true. People who do go to Nerd Nights, you do get a play card with your entry. So,
That's what I did. People kept on asking me out, and I was like, no, I don't get this chance very often.
The time is now.
The time is now. You don't have to talk to anybody if you go. You can just eat chicken wings and play DDR by yourself.
A+.
Or you can have fun with all the amazing people and the great support system
Right.
and the
Or you
fun
can do both.
and the music and
Right.
the fun. Yeah, you can take turns. Like just like everyone leave me alone, and then like eventually warm up to the crowd upstairs.
oh, by the way, I like what's going on right here. That's beautiful. We got Power Girl showing up for NERDBOT Con. Can we actually get a close up of that?
Yeah, let's crop it.
That is actually quite nice. There. It's a little low. That's fine. There you go. Yeah. And with Shelby and Heidi, both of you look into the camera, smile, take your photos. Indeed.
This is the new avatar for
Right. Oh God. Okay.
Nerd Nights.
Good stuff. Okay.
Come hang out with us. We're fun.
So again, folks, NERDBOT Con happening this Saturday. Nerd Nights, the after party happening immediately afterwards, and then of course October 31st for the Spoopy Nerd Nights event. So
And we'll all be there.
exactly. So Brianna DeCosta is asking, what's your favorite figure? Both of you. See, that's tough because we gotta. As
Thanks for getting close up on that when it happened.
Right?
You go first. Oh, you have more than I do. What's your? You start with your favorite.
What's your
Is it
favorite
Archer?
figure?
Is it still Archer?
it's probably. That's tough. It would have to be the Archer, although I've never assembled it, just because I'm the big. You guys know this. I'm a huge Fate whore, and Archer is
Or
my. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love the Archer figure that I got. It came from. It did come from an ex, but at the same time, it's Archer, and Archer has been so integral to my life. And maybe one day I'll actually man up and be like, well, I'm going to open you up and actually put you together. But then I realized,
just like a relationship.
right? But then I realized I have absolutely nowhere to put him. So I'm just like, well, you can just stay in your box. And
That's
well,
why you invest in a glass case.
there's no room in my apartment for a glass case.
For one figure.
Nope.
You get one of those like glass boxes,
Yeah.
and then they don't get dusty.
We'll figure that out. So
I'm trying to think of my favorite figure because I have so many just cheap figures because like I've been trying to avoid it because I know once I start buying expensive I'm never going to stop. So I'm like, I'll just buy cheaper. That's just buy 70. I don't have 70,
Yeah.
but like I will someday. Let's be real. I think my Love Live figures are pretty OG, but I have just as much Love Live as I do Fate. So I think honestly my favorite would be Sakura from Fate Stay Night, but in her bikini form.
Hey.
Just because the stand is so nice, like it's like super. It's you don't see it anywhere. It's not for sale anywhere. I mean, it is somewhere you're gonna look, but I've only seen it once, and it was like kind of used. It wasn't used, but it was like in the like hidden. It was like I looked at it on the shelf every day for like a year, and eventually I just bought it.
Oh.
So like it was at the Jungle.
Oh, okay. So it was like you eyed it, and then next thing you know, it's
Yeah.
yours.
Bikini Sakura.
Bikini Sakura, Archer for me. So that's 2 out of 2 Fates. Right? Lollipop Heidi.
Okay, I have a few.
Okay.
I don't have like a particular one.
You
that's,
have a top tier, basically.
I have a top tier.
Okay.
My top tier, I'm going to start with my Wedding Sonico because
Mm-hmm.
the second I saw that figure, I created the cosplay. I made it PG-13
Mm-hmm.
because she literally just has pieces of fabric over her nipples. And I was like, I'm not going to wear that to a con.
Yeah.
So that's one of my very top ones. My other top ones are my Shirahoshi figure, my Mia figure. It's a theme. It's ones I cosplay.
That's right. That's right.
My Cammy figure.
Hey. All right.
And then let's see. I have 2 more. My one is my Mouse Sonico because it was the first big Sonico I owned, and I bought it so I could cosplay as it. And then my last one, which I haven't cosplayed from yet, is I have a Glitter and Glams Boa figure where her dress is falling off.
Ooh.
And that's from the movie.
Oh.
And it's gorgeous.
Okay.
I have like it's cosplayed from figures I haven't bought. I'm like that's too expensive, but then I spend 3 times as much on the costume of the figure.
Hey, that's spending upwards for like the reference, like because you get like the 3D model of the reference. I mean, so that makes sense, right? So, Brianna DeCosta saying awesome, Heidi. Vintique saying Cammy, giving you a heart. Okay, so we have a question in the chat. Daniel Somaleta is asking, does Gunpla count in this convo? Does Gunpla count as figurines?
Yes.
Okay, the Queen of Figurine has spoken.
I just don't have any.
Just doesn't have any. Can we define Gunpla for the people in the chat that are not aware of what that is? How do we define Gunpla?
Gumball? Is that the Gundams?
That's the Gundams, right? Yeah.
Yeah, is it the one that and you twist them off of the plastic? They got it's like there's a sheet and then you twist them off and you stick them together.
Right.
They're more like model kits.
Yeah, model kits.
Yeah.
And there are beautiful girls in a model kits
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. So.
I just don't have that talent.
Right.
Because you can paint them too and make them all pretty, and then they do competitions of like painting the Gundams and Gunplas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've seen like people go hard on this, but I've never done it before.
okay. By the way, Shelby, Christina Ariel Tigner, who is the host of Nerd Talk Live on Mondays, is chiming in saying, Shelby with that pirate hat is giving me life. Yes.
Because it is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
It is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr, matey.
It just looked like one today.
I do have to ask before I forget. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Definitely B.
B. What? Okay. What B?
P
No.
for parrot.
It's R.
You would think it'd be R, but now it'd be the C.
Wah, wah.
I'm here every Wednesday, guys. Oh, I love it. The chat's even chiming in, giving R's to everybody, but that's all right. No, it'd be. I'm sorry. I heard that a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, it's Taco Power Day. We have to. So,
Have to is a phrase.
Go back to our spots.
they have to. So,
If you want to.
by the way, Tin Wen chiming in saying yes, Gundam model kit, and Jordan Takeya Kadoya Felix says there's high grade, master grade, and real grade. So, definitely a lot of Gunpla. Actually, believe it or not, I still have one of those Gundam kits at my workstation.
Oh.
It still hasn't been put together because I'm looking for the right opportunity, aka when my boss is gone and it's late in the day, to start working on that at like 4 in the afternoon. But it's like it hasn't been all put together. So, so Gunpla does count with the figurines. Mike, one of my last questions, because I know we're getting towards the end of the show, Lollipop Heidi.
Okay.
For a first-time buyer, where would you recommend they go? And how much would you recommend they spend on a first figure?
On a first figure, I say it depends on the person.
Okay.
I liked, when I was first starting, I liked to do the little mystery box figures because you didn't really have to pick what you got. They were all the same price. They range depending on the size from like $8 to like $15, cheap. And you get the experience of like, you don't know what you're going to get.
Oh, okay.
And it's great.
It's kind of like Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I like that. There it goes.
Hat down.
Talk like a pirate day's over.
That's what I suggest for starting off. Or like basic figures you see at booths and at cons where you, like they have them all laid out. There's like Dragon Ball ones, One Piece ones. They're done by like roughly the same type of companies.
Okay.
Those are good ones to start off with.
Good.
And then go and spend all your money else on them later.
Go and spend everything, right?
Once you can tell which ones are fake or which ones are real.
Oh, so
then you can spend your money.
so that's a huge thing. Okay. We actually
I
have.
buy fake. I bought like fakes. I'm like, I don't care. I just want something that looks like Mari.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask then, because that's a big point of contention. What are ways to tell between the real figurines and then the fake deals? Like, what are you're the queen of figurine. How have you trained your eye to see what's real and what's not?
Yeah. The first thing I look for is if I know it's a figure off like from a certain company. I look for the logo of the company.
The logo. Okay.
If the logo of the company is on the box, about 80 to 75% of the time it's real.
Okay.
Counterfeits don't throw company logos on things.
Okay. Right.
But that could be wrong too. You never know. The other one is like if they don't come with a box.
Yeah.
Most like if you're walking around dealer's hall and it's in a plastic baggie that was like glued shut. It's pretty much fake.
But sometimes.
But they're still beautiful.
Right. I mean, we got Lucas Gaines chiming in saying knockoffs are still pretty.
Yeah.
So.
I have some knockoffs.
Or if you get the what is arguably one of the most famous knockoffs, the crazy face saber. Say, well,
Rob, look up Crazy Face Saber to make us leave.
Crazy face saber figurine. If you guys are wondering,
That's the best figure. I want that more than I want real saber figures.
right? It's got its own legend. So again,
There's nothing wrong with knockoffs. It's just
I mean, a figure.
don't spend $500 on a knockoff.
Right.
When you could spend $300 on a real.
Yeah.
Or save your money so you don't buy the knockoff and then buy the real one later.
Exactly. Also, Jasmine Abdullah, what's going on? Good to see you in here. So it's a
Crazy Face Saber figure.
It's a saber figurine, but it's got weird face. If you look at, you'll understand what. Yeah. So producer Rob is.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. So can we get that photo up real quick?
That's the sound that I assume Bad Face Saber is also making whenever like her existence is just like, oh, kill me.
Yeah. So. So once we get this photo up
I
here,
want to see her.
it's sort of become a no. That's all.
Rob,
That's a real.
That's a
Rob,
beautiful. That's a beautiful.
You're fired.
No. So that's
You are fired.
So that-
Where's Crazy Face? That's Saber Alter.
that's Saber Alter.
I'm gonna spoil the ending of Heaven's Wheel for you if you don't tell me right now.
Dude.
Where Crazy Face Saber is fucked up, isn't it, guys?
So if you guys are wondering
fucked up.
what we're talking about, so Saber from Fate Stay Night, well, Arturia, because there's so many Sabers within Fate lore. Saber Arturia is a very elegant looking being, a woman of grace who should be treated with the utmost respect. There is a fake figurine of her.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's closer.
That's closer, but
Those are knockoffs.
those are knockoffs, so you can see. There's one figure though that has Saber Arturia with like bug eyes
Yeah.
and like buck teeth. Yeah.
You got it?
Are you seeing it
What I
now?
want to know is why did you like scream when you saw Saber Alter?
Because she's
oh, disgusting.
gorgeous.
Worst girl.
But you-
I hate
but-
hamburgers.
But you're now seeing the one I'm talking about with the eyes.
There we go.
Yes!
There
Yes!
she is. The woman of the hour.
So sometimes the yeah,
The sword. That's
that
my
sword, by the way, is great. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like a
sometimes,
straw.
but like sometimes the fake figurines are so awesome that you just buy them
Yeah.
anyway. I've seen this cosplay before too. Yes. So, believe it or not, and people in the chat have said, Daniel Simulator said, I bought that figure because of the face.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Stephen Woody Wood in our chat saying followed Heidi on Insta.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So,
Making me feel famous.
right. I believe you just hit 10K. Is that
I
correct?
did today.
Yes!
Yay!
I know numbers don't really matter, but it's still
Eh.
exciting.
Oh, there we go. Another crazy face saber. By the way, you can also tell you look at the color of the dress does not match the color of the top. So,
Yeah.
so lot of tips there. But again, also so look for the logo. If it's got a box and if it's in a sealed bag, high chance. Or you can just look at examples like this and
If Rob is grunting somewhere in the background at it.
right. So okay. So looks like we're coming towards the end of the show. Again, do want to thank everybody here for joining us. Before we go, again, a couple of quick shout outs. Again, NERDBOT Con coming up this Saturday, folks. Saturday, September 22nd at the Pasadena Convention Center, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit nerdbotcon.com for tickets or info. We've got vendors. We've got cosplay contests, photo meetups. So if you've got that wonderful cosplay, please show up. We've got wonderful photographers and private photo booths so you guys can get your photos done. And there's also a lot of picturesque areas around the convention center to do photos as well. Convention panels, lots of great stuff, dealing with all sorts of nerdy topics. The debut of our band Ragnarok. Again, I'm the lead singer of it. We're going to be taking the main stage, so please join us for that. Of course, Nerd Nights afterwards, folks. So join us after NERDBOT Con, or even if you can't show up to NERDBOT Con, show up at Nerd Nights. Again, that's at the Arcadia Dave and Buster's. That starts at 7 p.m. as well. So, and then of course later on in October 31st, for Nerd Nights on Halloween. So lots of big stuff going on for NERDBOT in the upcoming days. Make sure you follow facebook.com/NERDBOTmedia to get those updates. Make sure you've liked facebook.com/MyAnimeWeekly. That is our spot for Anime Weekly. We love to hear from you, and we love to get all that interactivity. Lollipop Heidi, where can the people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Lollipop Heidi 113. Also on Twitter at Lollipop Heidi 113. On Facebook, I'm Lollipop Heidi Cosplay. And those are like the major ones.
Gotcha.
Those are like the other links don't really. I don't do anything on.
Okay. Right on. So, Shelby McWeeb, who, by the way, Joe Tremor Traina saying host in the middle is a convincing knockoff Captain Marvel, but she's not a knockoff. She is Captain Marvel.
It's
Right.
Captain Shelby.
It's Captain Shelby. Captain Shelby, where can we find you?
Well, first of all, Anime Weekly has officially reached 500 likes.
Yes! Woo!
I don't know why I did that. But you can follow me at the Bombshell Cosplay or Shelby McWeeb on Twitter.
There you go. And I'm Andrew J. Landy on both Instagram and Twitter. And if you really want to follow my defunct Facebook page, yeah, you can follow there too, but it's also always Instagram and Twitter. And most importantly, folks, again, make sure you've liked Anime Weekly. Again, we hit the 500 mark, so maybe we'll do something special for that. Keep up to date with everything going on. Folks, that's the end of Anime Weekly for tonight. We'll see you again next week for another rousing edition of Anime Weekly. Take care and good night.